My name is ALUMNI. I'm the President Worldwide University of Lagos Alumni Association. This is just one of very many events that we have planned for the Alumni Week of the University of Lagos Alumni Association FCT branch. One of our very vibrant and forward-looking branches. It's also to underscore our commitment to conservation, nature conservation, and to preserving the ecosystem in the climate world. And this is just an event, a commemorative event, to also support and give publicity to what we believe in. And like I said when I was making my remarks, that if we can get the 200 million plus Nigerians to plant one tree, Nigeria will not have to spend a kobo on climate change. So that's our goal, to encourage, to sponsor, and most especially to teach the younger ones about the importance of planting trees, preserving nature, development, society. You know that before now there has been a global campaign for carbon dioxide sequestration, and trees planting is one of the major ways that we can achieve that. Today we feel that every Nigerian should be committed to the idea of tree planting. And what we have done here today is not just about tree planting, but we call it tree growing, because we are not just planting the trees to leave them to either die or whatever. We have made arrangements for the trees to be watered for quite a period of time until they germinate. And on that premise, we would like to call on the federal government to declare a day of tree planting. It's done in some parts of Africa. I know in Kenya, for instance, there is a particular day of the year that is devoted to tree planting, so that everybody on that day, you must plant a tree within your space. So our commitment is that this is the beginning. As the chairman, I'm stepping down after my 2 terms as chairman. I believe the incoming executive of the branch will also take the baton and run with it. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Maybe not clap now.
It's not easy to be
This is not be pepper soup.
Mr.
I already snapped it.
All left.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
See the other side there, so that
Climate change advocate.
Yes, climate change.
Are you done?
he has been doing it. Real professional.
It's experience. Yes. We are snapping.
All right. Thank you so much, CG. Engineer Jani, you are the chairman of the committee. You want to do the both of them?
We want to thank everybody
particularly once again we want to thank our host under the able leadership of Conservator General I.M. Boni. And equally, the first contact I made in this premises is CP Magaji, Danjuma Magaji. He was of so much assistance. And equally, somebody that acted in your absence, Dr. M.A. Kabiru. They were of so much assistance. In fact, initially when I came, they even thought we were going to have enough time to go and see the animals. Okay. But I told them for a start, we want to make a relationship with you. We want to come and plant trees. Now with this, with the way you have welcomed us, the alumni will look for a period to come and see some of the animals there. And we want to sustain our relationship with you. So thank you, sir. Thank you.
Don't let it swell. Just to talk about it briefly. Don't let it swell. Put your hand under the cellophane bag. Yes. Just carry on. Don't let it scatter. But you have to remove the nylon. Remove the leather and drop it. Stand it. Stand it.
Put these small fine sands inside.
Heart health. It's known for heart health. It also promotes sugar. Yeah, blood sugar. So that's why we're planting heart trees to help in controlling blood sugar, heart health.
She's standing in for a professor, so
It's great
professorial title.
Standing very well. So that
Just scoop it like this.
the center of the hole.
Use the software.
Okay, so okay.
Wow. Some have feelings. So we have to be gentle. Take care of it. That's all right.
Ready it all now.
It's okay.
All right. No, but next one. Where's the boat? Mr. Ali Apostoli, whom I have known when journalism was actually journalism. It's like the DG of National Orientation Agency. When you mention Nilu, you mention Ali Apostoli, you mention this man, Bauchi. That time, everybody is always, they are struggling to read their articles. Pleasure. Thank you. Once again, thank you, sir. Yes. So members of the executive and other members of the alumni. My different contributor generals, other officers and men of the service. I want to welcome the National President to the headquarters of the National Park Service. The service currently manages 7 existing national parks, and we have just taken over 3 additional new parks, meaning that under the service we now have 10 national parks. We are expecting to take over additional 7 based on the presidential approval, and I believe in the national number of national parks we are adding, we are also expanding the country's acreage of vegetation. The focus or the foresight of the ABUJA branch is something to be celebrated. Because investing maybe in the roads, how many people will benefit from the roads? Investing maybe in a solar power borehole, how many people will benefit from that solar power borehole? But investing in trees, only God knows how many million parts of carbon dioxide that these trees can absorb from the atmosphere, and how many million parts of oxygen the trees can put. So, and it may not be only for us here, because oxygen is everywhere. Oxygen is everywhere, carbon dioxide is everywhere. But the fact that they are able to sequestrate the carbon in this environment actually speaks volume of your efforts. So I want to congratulate you and commend you for this effort. Like the president said, if every Nigerian can plant a tree, we do not have to be bothering the president to invest in environment, invest in tree planting. We do not have to. Now the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has brought out a scheme where before your child is admitted, there is drug testing on the child. This is a preventive measure towards drug abuse. So in the same way, I'm advocating that the Minister of Education should ensure that before any child is admitted into a post-primary education, that child on the day of results should bring 1 plant species to be planted and nurtured by him. It should be a prerequisite for your child to be given admission. If the Ministry of Education can enforce this, I believe the President's effort attending conference of parties on biodiversity, conference of parties on endangered species, conference of parties on climate change readily, because I believe it's a ready solution, a gradual solution to our problem. So that is why I said your effort and foresight is worthy of commendation. So, and I want to also express my appreciation, particularly to the President. Because of this program, we decided to flew into Abuja. So that means the importance you attach to activities of your branches, and most especially activities like tree planting. When Mr. Ali approached us, I told him that this is better done in the secondary school. Just like we had somebody who did a similar thing. He said, no, what they want to do here is just
the 5 people that are planting.
and 5 seedlings to plant this morning. And we have taken a decision to use the trees in honor of some of our neighbors who have also contributed to nation building in different ways. The first, of course, is the national president of the Alumni Association, national president worldwide, Engineer Ifeoluwa Oyedele. He's a politician, he's a professional, he's an accomplished public officer. We will be planting one tree in his honor because he is so in touch with nature to the extent that when I mention this event for you, you know, even though he's based in Lagos most of the time, he will be into Abuja because of this event. Then the second tree will be planted in honor of our Vice Chancellor. In the 60 years of the history of the University of Lagos, we have had only one female Vice Chancellor. Who is the current Vice Chancellor of the University of Lagos, will have one tree in our new planted. Then in the FCT, we have a man who means a lot to us. He's everything to us. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Support the former minister, a former special advisor to the president, a former senator, a senior advocate of Nigeria, and he relates with us like brothers, and you know. So Chief Kanu Agabi's son will have one tree in his honor. The fourth tree, this association was launched in Abuja almost 30 years ago. And the man who pioneered the association as the foundation chairman is not here with us, but Engineer James Bassi, deserves to be recognized. So the executive have decided that we should have one tree in his name. Then, of course, the man of the moment, under whose tenure this thing is happening. The ESCO said, no, even though you don't want it, but you must have it. So one is also going to be planted in the name of Aliyu Akoshile, the chairman. Yes, thank you so much.
Nice one.
So we will allow the national president worldwide to have some remarks, and the CG will also have a remark, then we will proceed to plant the trees. National President, sir.
Conservator General, I'm delighted to be here. It is indeed very historic for me, and also an educational trip. In the few moments that we spent with you, we have learned so much about what this organization stands for. And we have also planned to collaborate in so many areas. Incidentally, at the national body, we also have a tree planting event in a few months' time when we are doing our annual get together. And it's the first event that we're going to do. We are supposed to do it in December, but we realized that the period is too crowded. So we decided that we will do it just before Easter and before Ramadan. So it underscores the importance of nature and conservation for us. We are delighted to be here. I told you about the animals that we have even within UNILAG, and our plan to collaborate with you to ensure that they are not destroyed. So we want to thank you very much for giving us this opportunity, and also the entire country will start to contribute our own quota, to nature. And I have been involved with this process. I explained to you why, when we wanted to do the neem planting exercise all over the country, especially in the understand that it is becoming more urgent now in view of what we call changes in our weather. All of us, I mean, these are periods when we should be experiencing harmattan, and because of encroachment on the climate, and desertification too, all of these things have been taken away. If you tell our children now that about harmattan, they don't even understand what it means anymore. But this is the beginning for us, and we assure you that. I mean, you told us a story of even going to schools and planting it in the minds of the people. That is where to start, and we'll concentrate on that. But because this is not a day of making speeches, we want to thank you for hosting us. And we assure you that this is just the beginning. We will partner with you. The University of Lagos Alumni Association is Nigeria's leading alumni association today. We define what an alumni association should be. And we don't just say it. University of Lagos, as you know, is Nigeria's university of first choice and the nation's pride. 7 out of 10 applicants to universities want to come to University of Lagos. And we have taken university education to a higher level.